recognize someone that's done exceptional work as a school committee member. And the award is named after Howard Kay, and we began this 20 years ago, 2007, so this is the 20th anniversary of the Howard Kay Award. Howard Kay, just for a little background information, was a school committee member in the Newport School Committee, a former Navy commander. He made Newport and Rhode Island his home upon his retirement, and continued his service to his local community by running for the school committee. He also showed an interest in our association by becoming a board member and then secretary of our organization. And unfortunately, Howard passed away while he was secretary of the School Committee Association. But Howard is best known for, very appropriately in today's topic, was a leading advocate for anti-smoking, was a leading advocate against gambling in the state. Howard also, even though he lived in Newport, was a driving force behind the creation of the Providence Performing Arts Center. And as a corporate executive at the Outlet Company, took time to run for his local school committee, and his passion for health of students, the welfare of students, the achievement of students led us on his passing to create the Howard Kay Award. So this year, I'd like to call up your colleagues and my colleagues from the city of Pawtucket, and Superintendent DeCenzo as well, up here to make a presentation about the Howard Kay Award. The Pawtucket delegation can make its way forward to the front of the room.
Thank you, Tim. President Saviano, thank you. To my left, our dynamic Superintendent Patty DeCenzo. To her left, Mike Arujo. Mike's better half, Mary Lou Arujo. Committeewoman and Deputy Chair Erin Doobie. Committeewoman Elena Vasquez. And Committeeman Joe Knight. It is my honor and privilege to stand up here today and recognize a man who I've come to admire, respect, fill in any adjective you can. He's been a mentor of mine. I ran unsuccessfully for 2 elections, and Mike was right there both times, encouraging me to persevere and run again. I think the best thing that could describe him is the nomination I wrote for him. I'd like to share that with you. It is my great pleasure and privilege to nominate Michael Arujo for the 2017 Howard Kay Award. During his more than 7 years on the Pawtucket School Committee, Mike has worked tirelessly on behalf of the taxpayers and children of our district. The definition of a public servant, Mike has freely given of his time and talents far beyond just attending meetings. Mike has served in various capacities, including chairman for 2 years, while serving on numerous subcommittees and boards throughout the city. Mike is a humble, thoughtful leader who goes about his service to others quietly without seeking the limelight. During his time on the Pawtucket School Committee, graduation rates have risen, suspensions drastically reduced, facilities upgraded, and collaborative employee relations continue to drive the transformation of our city. He chaired the subcommittee to negotiate the purchase of a much-needed school building and successfully negotiated contracts, and has fostered a mutually beneficial and rewarding partnership with city officials. Mike has earned the respect and the admiration of all his colleagues through his dedication to the children he serves. Mike exemplifies what public service should be. He is passionate about his role in city government and his obligation to the city he loves. Mike can always be counted on to hear both sides of every debate, and his ability to listen and offer thoughtful insight often serves as the catalyst for compromise. Mike Arujo is a worthy candidate of the Howard Kay Award, and I am honored to present it to him now.
First thing I always do is bring the microphone down to my level. You know, I have no words. I am deeply honored and humbled by your nomination, Jay. This may be an award for an individual, but I share this with my colleagues. You know, under the leadership of our chairman, Charbonneau, our deputy chairwoman Doobie, and the rest of my school committee colleagues, as well as the leadership and the administration with Ms. Patty DeCenzo, we have been able to move a lot of positive things, positive directions in our city. And I am just one of 7. So, you know, it's about team, it's about teamwork. And at the end of the day, we have to have the backs of our children, okay, safety-wise, educationally wise, in every decision that we make. I want to really spotlight, too, the sacrifices my family makes, including my wife, Mary Lou, who, you know, never home. She never finds me home because there's always a task that is not more important than her, but is important to do as we try to make our city, make our school district, not the best urban district in Rhode Island, but the best in Rhode Island. We're striving for that. And there's always going to be a goal. We'll always have that goal to reach that mark. You know, I don't know how I get elected sometimes because I'm not the greatest public speaker, but I thank you, Jay, thank you. No words can describe what that means to me, your thought of me and nominating me. My colleagues, thank you for your support. My sleeves will always be rolled up, they'll never be rolled down. And we're going to continue working for our children, for our city, and for our state. Thank you so much.
You know, and part of what Mike does is something that all of you do, and that's be an advocate sometimes for people that don't have a voice, and that's our public school students. It's not an easy task, regardless of where you come from. Pawtucket, which is where I was born and raised and went to public schools, has changed a lot since I graduated back in the 70s. But it's a challenge in that they deal with the urban issues of a challenging, diverse student population combined with a stress and a lack of resources. One of the things that Mike and I know the Pawtucket School Committee and all of you have supported is to amend the Constitution to make education a right in the state. And just to comment a little bit about Pawtucket's situation and the inequity that they deal with, if Pawtucket's per pupil cost was raised to the statewide average, it would mean an additional $28 million for the Pawtucket School Department. That's how much there's an inequity in terms of the funding of education in Rhode Island. So I want to commend Mike because they are doing a fantastic job of providing education opportunities for their students while advocating for them in a whole host of areas, but doing it with substantially less resources than most of the state realizes. So again, Mike, I commend you. It's well-deserved, and he certainly typifies the spirit in which the Howard K. Award was created.